At the beginning of the story, we meet a young couple, Matt and we see Nadia in her new home. Had come to live in. This house was in a secluded area. There is no other house around it. And neither is the population. The noise of the city. Fed up with this, Matt and Nadia also found a similar. I wanted a quiet home, and this beautiful home was. Both of them were found at a very low price. When we come inside the house, it is very bad. The condition of the house was as if it had been vacant for many years. So both of them should be cleaned. They start cleaning, and whatever is useless stuff happens, Matt throwing it out the window. Nadia feels it while cleaning the kitchen. A dead bird is seen. She takes him out to bury him. But just then Matt calls out to Nadia from the window above, which brings Nadia's attention to Matt's. And when he returns to that bird, when she looked towards the side, the bird had disappeared. Seeing this, Nadia feels something strange and she wonders where that bird has suddenly disappeared. Matt, on the other hand, also found a hole in the wall. Strange thing to see. So he tears off the wallpaper, and there Matt sees a large door. It needed a key to open it. Now Matt looks for the key to the door, and he finds the key in the junk thrown outside. After which she puts the key in the door. He puts it in the hole and opens the door. Nadia also arrives. Both of them see this. That inside there is a dark, deep darkness. There is a room, and as soon as both of them came out of that room, as we go inside, the lights outside suddenly go off. She starts blinking. Seeing this, both of them feel something is wrong, and Matt says to fix the problem, that we should call an electrician. Saying this, he leaves from there, and Nadia is left alone near that room. Nadia now thinks that she should stay in this room. Should I go or not? But then Nadia feels a strange fear. She also goes after Matt. Like this. The night passes, and the next day Nadia is. She calls the electrician. A little while after that, the problem of blinking lights. An electrician comes to fix it. Who was checking the lights of the house downstairs. He reaches the basement, and he is astonished by the sight. The entire basement is covered with electrical wires. It was packed, and there was no corner left where there are no wires. These wires are enough. It looked old-fashioned, and the electrician also says that till date I've never seen anything like this. Anyway, the electrician somehow lights up the house. He starts leaving, and while leaving he asks Matt why he built this house. Bought it? The first owner of this house was murdered in the same. It happened in the house, and after that day no one came to this house. I was not ready to stay. Hearing this, Matt, he gets very nervous and leaves this house. He starts researching about it. During this time, Matt found an old news story on the internet. Article reveals Thompson family, which was a couple, and it was written in the article. It was that the couple living in this house had to face the consequences of their own. He was killed by his son, whose name was John. During the investigation, John told the police. He tells me that this house did this murder to me. Seeing this, Matt realizes this is a lie. The story takes hours of research, and after that he gets tired. Then he tells his wife. Hiding in the same dark room, he starts drinking alcohol. The alcohol in the bottle first. There were only 2 sips left, after drinking which he empties the bottle and thinks to himself, I wish I had another bottle to drink. Then suddenly the lights start blinking. And the lights go out for a while. And when the light comes on again, in front of him, there is a bottle of liquor lying there. Seeing this, his eyes remain wide open, and when he touches the bottle and checks it, then he realizes that it is a real bat. This means that this room can fulfill any wish. Nadia wakes up the next morning. She sees that Matt is not there. So she goes into that room to find Matt. She goes there and sees that the entire room filled with precious paintings and novelties. And Matt is very happy. Matt tells Nadia that there is no one in this room. She has the power to make wishes come true. That Nadia. He tells you whatever you need. Ask from your heart and it will be in front of you. Hearing this, Nadia was shocked to hear Matt. He thinks Matt's words are a joke. But she starts laughing. But Matt says that you should try it once. Then Nadia would say, okay, fine. I need a job right now. If I need it, I'll ask for it. Then Matt. He explains to her that this room does not give a job. You can ask him for anything. After which, Nadia closes her eyes and wishes for $1,000. And in the blink of an eye they would have $1,000. But Nadia still has to completely. He couldn't believe it. So he went back to $1. I wish you $1 million and like before. He also receives $1 million every time. Nadia also becomes convinced that this room. Not a normal room, but every wish. And then what? These people took out expensive things one after the other from that room. They ask for it and it appears before them. These people prefer expensive wines, expensive clothes, diamonds, gold, food and drinks. Collect things and lots of money. Both of them became millionaires overnight. They go and live their lives happily. Nadia asks Matt at night. How did this room hold so many of his wishes? Fulfilling? But Matt says. We don't think about it at all. We should. We just want to have fun. Like this. Both of them lived their lives for the next several days. They live like billionaires. Every time. If he had a wish, the lights would flicker. And all their desires were built in the basement. It would have been completed immediately in that room. Dance, party, and have a lot. They enjoy it. But this flashy look. Life was now a guest for only a few days and now his bad days were about to begin. So this room could have provided everything. But one. The biggest thing in both their lives. There was a desire and that thing also gave them room. But both of them could have taken the thing out of the room. Were not ready to ask for it and that thing. There was nothing but a child. One day. Matt gifts Nadia a baby swing. Which was an indication that we. A must try for your baby. Explains to Nadia that we need to. Should try. But Nadia. Is not ready for it because even before. She had suffered 2 miscarriages. Now Nadia. She gets upset. After thinking for a long time. Later he goes to this room and makes a wish for a child. She does and gets the child. Matt arrives and sees Nadia with the baby. So he gets very angry and Nadia starts scolding you for not doing anything without permission. Should not have taken the child. But there would be a long debate between the two. Nadia says she found this shortcut. Adopted so that miscarriage or labor pain may occur. She says that she should not have to face any hardships. We both are very happy with this child. But Matt is determined to accept this child. Was not ready for it and he asked Nadia. He says that you go to that room and go from this room to this room. Wish to get the child back. Now Nadia. She comes into that room even though she doesn't want to and she tries to make the child disappear. But she can't do that. So she gives the child away. She hands it over to Matt. Now in her lap. Matt also gets emotional about the baby. And he also wishes to make that child disappear. He is unable to do so and returns the child to Nadia. He puts it in her lap. Now both of them decide. Let's decide that we will raise this child and. In a way, both of them are also parents of a child. Now Nadia is carrying the child. She was quite happy. But Matt was very upset with this child. There was no attachment at all and Matt was in this room. I wanted to find out more about it. So he starts researching again. And it turns out that the boy who he killed the owner of the house, i.e. his parents. He's still alive and a mental. He is living his life in the hospital. After knowing this, Matt asked for it through his wish. Put some money in your pocket from the pile of money. And leaves to meet John. After arriving at the hospital, the nurse. She asks Matt, "Are you a reporter?" Because for the last 45 years there has been no one for John. No one from the family came either. Hearing this, Matt. He lies that he is also a reporter. A little while later, John arrives. John is an old man. It was over and John was sitting at the back table. He sits down and tells Matt, "I'm yours." Matt felt a bit strange when he heard this. And he directly asks John, "That you? What do you know about this room? Why did you kill your mom and dad?" Then John. He says, "I didn't tell my parents. I killed it, but that room made me do it." John then smiles and says to me, "I know you're having fun right now. Great. Food, expensive clothes, and enjoyment. But you will soon have to pay the price for this." And John tells Matt to come as soon as possible. Leave this house. Matt has to go to John's head. He didn't seem to be feeling well, so he left him there. He leaves and starts returning home. On the way, he filling petrol in your car at a petrol pump. Petrol. After getting it done, when Matt went to pay the employee, his hands in his pockets for. Instead of money, ashes come out. Seeing this, he gets upset and takes it from his other pocket. He would hand over the money to the employee and go straight home. And begins to think that while leaving he put all the money in his pocket. Then, where did that money suddenly disappear? Now, to confirm this, he called out to Wish from the room. The money that was asked for through. Picks him up and throws him out the window. Suddenly, the money disappeared. Matt then asks for a wish. I picked up a painting and cut half of it. Keeps half indoors and half outdoors. Later, the part that was outside the house turned into ashes. And the rest remains the same. Matt understands that it is believed that they will take any item found in this room. Cannot take the item out of the house. Then all that stuff will turn to ashes. Matt. Now he starts breaking the wall of the room so that he could find out what was in the room. Hidden. But entangled within the walls. There was nothing but wires. The place was just wires. Hearing the noise of breaking, Nadia also reached there. Nadia takes the baby in her arms. She starts to walk out, but Matt stops her. He stops me from going out and says, "It is not safe to take the child out." I am unable to tell her the real reason. But I myself. It was known that whatever came from that room, requested through Wish, get it from here. It will be gone when you take it out. But, despite Matt's refusal, Nadia takes the child out. Takes the child out. The child starts crying loudly. And its color starts changing. Seeing this, Nadia starts screaming too. Matt hears the voice and runs to her. He picks them both up and brings them inside the house. And now we see that little child now. He was no longer a small child, but a few. In seconds he had become an 8-year-old boy. Here Matt reveals the whole truth to Nadia. That room fulfills all our wishes. But we can take the things he gave us home. Otherwise those things, they will become old and turn into ashes. Nadia feels very sad and now this. Both decide to take this child home. I'll keep it in. Never go out. If he doesn't give it, he'll be killed. Like this. Days pass. Nadia takes the baby home. She teaches him everything from within. She considers the child a son and names him Shane. Shane was quite different from the other kids. He doesn't listen to anyone, nor does he listen to anyone. Something would have an impact. His actions. She wasn't childlike at all. During this time he used to eat ice. But all this. Despite his antics, Nadia is very close to Shane. Nadia loved Shane more. Explains that he cannot go out of the house. Because there are dangerous people outside who want to kill him. Shane would be very disappointed to hear this. And inside the house, sometimes the window and sometimes looks at the world outside the door. Whenever Nadia went out of the house or when she came in, she locked the door. She would give it to Shane so that he wouldn't leave the house. One day, when Shane was playing with a snow globe at home. While I was playing, Matt came along. Because Matt has no affection for Shane at all. He wasn't. So he scolds Shane for, "You shouldn't play here." For fear. The snow globe falls from Shane's hand. He is devastated. Shane is appalled by Matt's behavior. It hurts a lot. That night Shane leaves them both. Nadia and secretly went near the room. Matt starts listening to them. "Let's talk about the room." Hearing this, Shane begins to suspect that something must be wrong with that room. "There is something I am unaware of. I wonder why these two are to me. They are not allowed to go out of the house and from that room. They tell us to stay away." So Shane torches. He picks up and starts investigating the house. Moving forward, he reached the basement directly. Goes where there are lots of tangled wires. After going through all of that, he finally found that. He reaches the room and here he finds Sarah. The secret is revealed. Throughout the night, the entire house. The lights keep blinking. But Matt and Nadia notices something while she is asleep. The next morning, when Matt woke up. When she opens, she finds a new snow beside her. The globe is seen lying down and with it. He saw a broken globe at some distance. He gets upset seeing this. Who made this new globe? Matt. He goes straight to Nadia and wakes her up. Asks if you have sold this globe to that. He wished from the room and asked for it, to which Nadia said, "No, I did not wish for this globe." Just then, seeing the lights blinking, he realizes that this is all Shane's doing. Both of them quickly run towards that room. And after going there, both of them are surprised. Now that Shane is not allowed to leave the house. So he could go out into the heart. Leaving that room for myself, wishing to. A large outdoor area is required. Where there was an open sky and a big forest and Shane was having fun playing there. Nadia was playing with her. Happy to see the world created by his son. She comes and starts playing with him. But Matt is not happy with Shane's actions at all. Because he was afraid that he might be in that room. Don't ask him for a gun or anything else wrong. This could put their lives in danger. He took Shane by the hand and led him back inside the house. He brings it in. Now Matt keeps the room key with him. Keeping the pass and preventing Shane from entering the room. He refuses. But Nadia tells Matt that she stops me from doing it. She says we should first. He doesn't let Shane go out of the house. Now. The poor fellow made a separate outdoor space for himself. So we should stop him from going there. Should not be stopped and his life should also be put at risk. There's no danger. But Matt isn't talking about Nadia. Hears and says Shane is just being goofy. I'm afraid he might accidentally leave that room. Don't ask for something that will make us both. If he gets into danger, the phone rings. And Shane is using the phone despite not having permission. He picks up. But Matt soon calls him. He snatches it and starts talking himself. On the other side, John was on the call, and upon hearing Shane's voice, I realized Matt had taken a child from that room. Now Matt also wants to talk to him. He doesn't hide it and says that we are with this child. How to save your life. Keep it here in the kitchen. From the other phone, Nadia tells everything about both of them. John begins to eavesdrop on her. He tells his truth that I too am from that room. I requested it through wish. He explains. This is why I killed my parents. Because I also wanted to see the outside world. But when I go out of the house, I started getting older, and when I asked the room. So he told me that if you want to go to this house, if you want to get out of this, you have to kill that person. I will have to kill the one who wished for you. Yes. That's why I told the woman who wished me. He killed her and her husband along with her. He killed me. That's why I'm in jail today. He tells Matt that Mary and Shane. The story is the same. If you like Shane, I have to save him and show him the outside world. So you have to kill the person who. I wished Shane well. Now if you have asked for it by making a wish, then you will get your. You'll have to make sacrifices. And if your wife asked for Shane, then you should. I'll have to kill you. And all this talk on the other side. Nadia was also listening in on the call. I am very sad to hear all this. She goes and takes out the car and leaves the house. She leaves, leaving Matt worried about her. Nadia tries to give Shane life. She thinks of killing herself, but she does not. I can't. Meanwhile, Matt sits at the table and Shane then goes to dinner with Matt. Asks where my mom went. And he asks many more questions. Frustrated, he tells Shane that he does not have a real son and neither does he have any. He's a parent. And he's angry. He comes and throws Shane out of the room. Shane is crying upstairs in his room. He leaves. Shortly after, Matt finds his. Realizing his mistake, he goes to Shane's room. He goes and apologizes to her and everything. They sleep together that night. When she returns home, she finds both of them together. He loves watching her sleep. Matt's eyes open after a while and he sees that Nadia has returned home. Matt tells Nadia that I am yours. I was getting very upset and saying, forgive me because I'm on Shane. He yelled and argued with you too. Conversation. During this, both of them come closer to each other. And when both of them get intimate in the room, Shane was silently calling them from the door. He begins to see Nadia in his heart. Feels an attraction to her. Now she too. All these things had to be done. So now he waits for both of them to sleep. When both fall into a deep sleep, then Shane, sneaking out of the house from Matt's pocket. He steals the keys to leave. The next morning, Matt and Nadia find the front door open. They realize Shane has left the house. So they were afraid that he might die. But then to a different part of the house. Both are surprised to see Shane in. Because Shane is now young and strong. He was pointing a gun at his parents. He threatens them by doing this. Then Nadia tells him. She tries to explain. Meanwhile, Shane. He attacks him and the two fight. But during their fight, Nadia is jolted and falls down. She falls unconscious. A short time later, Matt wakes him up and tells him that Shane was accidentally shot. He died from the gunshot wound. Hearing this, Nadia begins to cry. Matt comforts her. Brings it back home and here it is. The biggest twist in the story is because right now, Matt, who picked up Nadia and took her home. Actually, it's not Matt, but Shane. Here's another one. The real Matt in the room where their fight took place. He regains consciousness and starts shouting his name all over the house. He looks for his wife. Then the lights are turned on again. Seeing it flickering, he would go towards that room. But his wife Nadia is also present there. Nadia was completely unaware of this. It wasn't that the man sitting with it was Matt. No, Shane is. But Nadia is too. Matt seems to have changed a bit and soon. Nadia finds out from his habit of eating ice.